Yes, sir. You already know what's going on, man. We back. We back in the building like we never left. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had they put me in the in timeout. You know what I'm saying? I was being a bad student. You feel me? I had to sit down for a week. You know, videos got reported. I guess DDG ain't like what I said about him, so he said I was bullying him. So I had to sit down. But we back, man. Back like we never left. Man, what? Back like you left your car keys at home. But yeah, then the same time the Discord, if y'all was in the Discord server got took down around the same time. But we gotta keep getting this truth going, man. We can't let that stop nothing. You know? Yeah, somebody said I was Gene Deal. It was a whole lot of shit going on while I was gone. A whole lot of little crazy, little silly shit been going on. But we back, man, nonetheless. And what better way to come back than to talk about Bruce Lee. This was a highly requested video. Right? So, and this is probably one of the most craziest breakdowns. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't just saying that. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Let's get right to it. Yeah, y'all please do y'all due diligence and smash that like button so we can make it through, you know, that algorithm. You know what I'm saying? That's what helps get the video out there. But Bruce Lee equals 71 in English ordinal. You know, starting off, you know, very simple. You know, and then we finna dive in. Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee's last movie, his last complete movie that he filmed. It came out, you know, right after his death. But this was the last movie that he, you know, filmed before his death. Enter the Dragon. You know, classic. But Enter the Dragon equals 71 as well. Bruce Lee died in Kowloon Tong, right, which equals 46, along with Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee equals 46 as well in reverse full reduction. Now, if you're new to what's going on, this is the practice of Gematria. This isn't something that I've created. This is something that has been taught by the Kabbalah, or been taught, excuse me, by the Kabbalah since the Gregorian calendar in the modern alphabet has come into play since around the 1500s. So ever since, things have been being scripted, things have been manufactured, deaths, rituals, sacrifices, the days that your presidents come into office, everybody's selected, everybody's put in play on the main stage by the numbers. In the same way they get put on the stage is the same way they get taken out of the stage. And Bruce Lee is no different, you know. There is no, what's the word? There's no favoritism on this channel. You know, regardless of what you have done, we do have to acknowledge that you played the game just like everybody else. Bruce Lee equals 46. Kowloon Tong equals 46. Along with Sacrifice, which also equals 46 in full reduction in Hong Kong, where he died at, equals 46 as well. This just scratching the surface. This shit finna get way deeper. Way deeper. Now, during one of the film's dubbing sessions on May 10th in 1973, I didn't even know bro was dead for this long. I'm gonna be honest with you. Dude, my parents was probably like 4, 5 years old when he died. But Lee collapsed suddenly to the shock of his team. Now, this isn't the day that he died, but this is the day that he first started showing health issues, right? When he collapsed on May 10th. He was rushed to the hospital where doctors diagnosed him with cerebral edema. I'm not sure if I said that right, but a condition when fluid builds up around the brain. Now, the day that he died, and the day he collapsed. Now, y'all remember how I told you about the 71 in the beginning, with Bruce Lee equals 71, and Enter the Dragon, his last movie, equals 71. Now, the day he collapsed to the day that he died was a span of 71 days. Right? Also, it was 10 weeks and 1 day apart from the day that he collapsed to the day that he died. 101. Just like how he died on 101 numerology. Now, if you take these properties down here, 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 19 plus 73, you get 101. Bruce Lee also died on the 201st day of the year. Now, y'all already know what that's self-explanatory right there in itself, that he died on the 201st day of the year. This is their favorite number, 201, the order of Illuminati in the Jesuit order. So many things that could have been a video in its own talking about 201. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that. The last movie that he was working on. Best believe I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, 201 self-explanatory. Like he just mentioned, right? On Friday, the 20th of July, we're gonna talk about Ting in a minute, but the most thing I want to point out, right, is he was going over the script of Game of Death, which was a Golden Harvest film. Now, Golden Harvest equals 201 as well, just like how he died on the 201st day of the year while going over the script for a Golden Harvest film. Now, we're going to get into the details in a second about, the word harvest. Yeah. See, y'all own it. Y'all own it already, man. Harvest is a very creepy word in itself. All these little words and all this shit is energy. All this shit is a vibration. Right? But we best believe we gonna break down everything, right? But it's the reason why I'm sliding past certain things and I'm gonna circle back. Now, the day that Bruce Lee died, right? July 20th, 1973. And we break down the date numerology again. Yup, see, there you go. There go to 47 once again. There go to number 47 once again. In his birth name, Lee Jun Fan, equals 47 in reverse full reduction. He also died 4 months and 7 days before his next birthday. He was born November 27th. Hey, my nigga was a Sagittarius. You feel me? Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sagittarius gang in the building. But yeah, 47, man. He got taken out that same way. The same way. And they show these same numbers. It don't matter where you coming from. It don't matter if you was a star in America. It don't matter if you was in Hong Kong, Japan, Australia, Africa, You hop on this world stage, they're going to take you out by the same numerical system. It does not matter. So don't think these motherfuckers, even the motherfuckers you go on Netflix and you watch them Japanese shows, them motherfuckers be selling out too. Don't get that shit confused just because if they not in America. But come on. Bruce Lee nicknamed the Dragon. The Dragon also equals 47. Along with 4 months and 7 days. And his birth name equal 47. And he died on 47-day numerology. Now, the Dragon, it's something about that dragon that brought him. Bruce Lee is connected to that dragon way deeper, way deeper than the surface. The medical explanation is that the painkiller that Bruce took. See, I always thought that Bruce Lee, when I was young, I thought he died from doing a stunt. But it comes to find out that he died from taking a aspirin. He died from taking a painkiller. And the painkiller caused cerebral edema, which is a swelling of the brain. The most healthiest nigga in the damn world. But come on. The dragon. If we take the dragon and cerebral edema, we get the same synchronicities. Now it's something about that dragon, man. Once again, the last film that he completed was Enter the Dragon. Now he was born in the year 1940. Now, do y'all know that in the Chinese zodiac, Bruce Lee was born in the year of the dragon? Yeah, it goes way deeper than just no. It go way deeper than that. But then on top of that, Bruce Lee was a man with a very strange story, proving that the universe often has a different plan than we have. The Chinese, according to their astrological interpretation system, believe that the dragon is the strongest zodiac sign. In Western astrology, we say that about 5 to 7 in the morning is always the sign that we have at the moment, the sun. I don't know what the fuck they mean by that. But Bruce Lee was born at 7:12 a.m. and that puts him in the hour of the dragon as well. So he was born in the year of the dragon, in the hour of the dragon. The dragon synchronized with his death. And let's just go even deeper with the dragon. The dragon equals 182, just along with California. Now, Bruce Lee was born in California. He was born in California because his father was a Chinese opera star. So he was born into it. He was born into this. He was on TV as an infant. His first time on TV, he was a couple months old. So he was born into this. Right? And yeah, he was born in California, and at about 4 months old, that's when he went back to Hong Kong. But 182, once again, with the dragon and his place of birth are even synced up. Also, dragon equals 32. Pay attention to this right here. Dragon equals 32. Just like how Bruce Lee died at age 32. And Bruce equals 32, his first name. So this little dragon thing that was with him was deeper than the surface. Now they say his family was cursed. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they say. Now come on. Now Bruce Lee, on his 32nd birthday, right? He died 35 weeks later after his last birthday, just like Bruce Lee equals 35 in full reduction. His upcoming birthday that he didn't get to see. He died 130 days before his 33rd birthday. He died 130 days before that, just like human sacrifice equals 130. Now, you might be asking, who could he be a human sacrifice for? Well, we finna dive in on that. It always seemed like a weird coincidence until you pull them dates. Yeah, this shit, I even still be like, wow. Every time. It never ceases to amaze me. But yeah, look at his hands. Yup, you see his hands right there. Now, once again, his last birthday that he would see on this earth, his 32nd birthday, he died 7 months and 3 weeks later, just like sacrifice. Enter the Dragon, once again, his last completed movie, equals 73 in full reduction. Lee was rushed to Queen Elizabeth Hospital, which also equals 73. Queen. He also died in the year 73. Now let's break down 73. Let's break that down. 73 is the 21st prime number. Now we got somebody up here. We got the first person that was involved in this. We're going to bring her to the stage now. Now, Betty Teen Pie, she was a former Taiwanese actress who was mainly active in the 1970s. Although she acted in more than 30 films, she is best known for being the center of international speculation regarding the untimely death of Bruce Lee in her apartment. Now, on Friday, the 20th of July, 1973, Ting received media attention when Bruce Lee died in her apartment at 67 Beacon Hill Road, Kowloon Tong, Hong Kong. According to press reports, Lee was going over the script of Game of Death in Betty's apartment. A golden harvest. Y'all peep these words, right? Y'all listening to these words that they using? A golden harvest film in which she was reported to have a lead role when he complained of a headache. She gave him a single tablet of a strong aspirin-based drug that she often used herself. He then went to sleep, but when she could not wake him up for a dinner appointment with Raymond Child, the owner of Golden Harvest, pay attention to these words and pay attention to these names. Betty called an ambulance. Lee was rushed to Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Pay attention to every last one of these names, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Death was allegedly caused by an allergic reaction that resulted in brain edema, swelling of the brain. The coroner described his passing as, quote unquote, death by misadventure. So you know everything that I just pointed out to you means something, and we're going to dive in on that. Right? But this explained, now we about to bring Betty in here, because Betty was the person that gave him this so-called aspirin, right? But y'all remember that number 73, right? He died in the year 73. He died 7 months and 3 weeks after his birthday. 73 is the 21st prime number. Just like Betty Ting, if we break down her birthday numerology, 2 plus 19, right? February 19th, 2 plus 19 equals 21. And Bruce Lee died 21 weeks after her birthday. Oh yeah, these people that they get brought around is for a reason. It's for a reason. And it's always, now don't take this the wrong way. This is not me trying to pin the men against the women. But I'm saying this to say that these men that get in this industry and they end up dying, a lot of them are last seen around the woman that they was around. They use the men's lustful desires for their downfall. Kevin Samuels. Ooh, you just said it at the same time I did. Kevin Samuels, FBG Duck, FBG Cash. Just the ones I can think of off the top of my head. But this isn't to say that all women are evil. I'm saying this to say that they know what you like, so they'll use that against you for your downfall. And she was involved as well. Trouble. There y'all go. Mo 3. Yup, Mo 3. All that, man. But come on. Now, now check her out. Now I told you, these people that they get put around, it's very strategic. Now, do you see that she was born in the year 47? Just like recap, just like how Bruce Lee died on 47 date numerology, and his birth name, Lee Jun Fan, equals 47. Yeah, she's still alive. Yep. She about 70-something years old now. She got to live her life by taking my nigga Bruce out. But come on. The dragon, his nickname, equals 47. Can you post the website? Gematrinator.com. Gematrinator.com. That's the website. But the dragon, 47, right? And she was born in the year 47. But if we take, it's also, the dragon with his nickname, right? It also ties in with her as well, because if we take her birthday, the year Bruce Lee died, February 19th, 1973, Bruce Lee died 151 days later, just like the dragon equals 151. If we break down Betty, if we break down her birthday numerology, the year Bruce Lee died, February 19th, 1973, we break that down by each number. We get 32. Just like how Bruce Lee died at 32 years old, and Bruce equals 32. Now check this out right here. Check this out. Now, once again, to recap, Bruce complained on that day of his death. He said he had a headache, and Ting gave him the painkiller Oh yeah, it was a killer, all right. Whatever the fuck she gave him. Oh yeah. You see these words, man. You see these words that they using. Man, they think they so damn slick, man. Team gave him the painkiller as a remedy. Yeah. Put him out of his misery with the painkiller. Now, if we take the day that Bruce Lee died and we take Betty's upcoming birthday, her next birthday, Bruce Lee died 6 months, 4 weeks, and 2 days before that. Just like 642, the painkiller that she gave him that day. Yeah, she took boy out. She took him out. She was sent in to fulfill the mission. They probably threatened her, like, look, if you don't do this, we finna kill your daughter, your mama, your auntie. You feel me? Probably threatened her, bro. They probably approached her and threatened her. Like, yeah, you finna do this. And she lined him right up. You finna do this on this day. No, this was his mistress. This wasn't his wife. Yeah, Bruce Lee was a real nigga too. Yeah, he was creeping. But look, July 20th, the day that Bruce Lee died. And we, once again, we take her upcoming birthday, Betty Teen Pie. We take her upcoming birthday. Bruce Lee died 6 months and 4 weeks before that, 64. Just like the painkiller. And just like her name, Betty Teen Pie, 64. Yeah, they was a reflection of each other. Bruce Lee equal 46, Betty Teen Pie equal 64. They was the perfect reflection of each other. That's why they got paired together. That's why they put her in his life to set him up. He also died 30 weeks. He also died 30 weeks before her upcoming birthday, just like Lee equals 30 in Jewish. February 19, 1974, her next birthday, right? Equal 33, right? The date numerology equal 33. Just like Bruce Lee died 33 weeks after his birthday. And he died in his 33rd year of age. Now, if we include the end date, right? If we take her birthday, if we take Betty Teen Pie's birthday that same year, and we take Bruce Lee's death day, we get 152 days, just like Betty Teen Pie equals 152. In English ordinal, ABC 1, 2, 3. Now, there are still people, now this is coming straight from an article that puts this right here. There are still people who believe Lee was killed by the Chinese mafia or by his mistress, Betty Teen Pie. And this is straight from an article that they put this in. Now, mistress and Betty Ting, right? That's what they call her in her bio, right? Betty Ting. Betty Ting and mistress have the same synchronicities. Right? 122 and 732. More importantly, that's 732. Right? Mistress and Betty Ting. Now check this out. Bruce Lee died 7 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days after his last birthday. 732, and the last person that seen him was his mistress, Betty Ting. 732. What's the odds of that? What's the odds of that? Yeah, it was known he was creeping. It was known. Because they even called her a mistress in the thing. But that's what they want you to know. Right? Because they leave their little puzzle pieces behind, and you gotta, put the rest in yourself. But they leave behind clues. But come on. Now, a British forensic expert confirmed that Bruce indeed died from an allergic reaction to the aspirin that Betty Ting gave him. Now, even if we take aspirin and Betty Ting, we get the same synchronicities. Right? Aspirin and Betty Ting, right? We get 41 in the same cipher. Right? More importantly, the number 41. Now check this out, the number 41. Her birthday that year, Betty Ting's birthday that year was on 41 date numerology. He also died 4 months and 1 week before his next birthday. Yeah, quote unquote aspirin. Oh, man. I was trying to figure out what that was. Man, I gotta remember what 114, because I seen 114 and I ain't know what it was. Murderer. But come on. 4 months and 1 week. Right? He even lived on 41 Cumberland Road, right, where the martial arts legend and his family lived before his death. He even lived on 41 Cumberland Road. And he died 4 months and 1 week before his birthday. The bitch that killed him, birthday was on 41 date numerology with an aspirin, which equals 41, and the bitch that gave it to him, Betty Ting, equals 41 too. And you telling me the last place he lived was on 41 Cumberland Road? Oh, come on now. Y'all playing around. Y'all playing with niggas' intelligence. Y'all playing with niggas' intelligence. But come on. Betty Ting. Good Lord. Martial arts legend equals 71. Bruce Lee equals 71. See what I'm saying? Betty Ting equals 121. Oh, it's about to go way deeper. Betty Ting equal 121. Blood sacrifice equal 121. Speaking of blood sacrifice, y'all remember when I told you that the apartment that he was in was 67 Beacon Hill? Just like blood sacrifice equals 67. In the bitch crib he was at. I think so with blood sacrifice too. Even her address. Probably wasn't even her crib for real. They just gave her that crib just for that night. You feel me? Just to complete this ritual. But 67, right? Even if you put 67 Beacon Hill, you get 67 in reverse full reduction. Now, if we break down 67, right? 67 Beacon Hill blood sacrifice equals 67. 67 is the 19th prime number. Just like how Betty's birthday was on the 19th of February. And he was rushed to Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Queen equals 19. There's a reason why he was at the hospital. There's a reason. Now on the 20th, right? He was found in her apartment in Kowloon Tong, Hong Kong. Now if we take Kowloon Tong, Hong Kong, we get 99. We get 99. Just like the number of completion. That's why it was at this place, at this city, at this address. This finished off the ritual. Now, once again, man, even if we break down the address, and then they told you, remember they told you that this was his mistress. Now, if we take the address of the mistress, we get the synchronicity of the address and the mistress. 67 Beacon Hill, 9458, just like mistress, equals 94 and 58. More importantly, the number 94, because the birthday of the mistress is on 94 numerology. Most hospital address equal 9 because it's a portal, a gateway. Now to the 58s now. 67 Beacon Hill equals 58. Just like mistress equals 58. Now what else equals 58? Raymond Child equals 58. Now who is Raymond Child? Why did I bring him to your attention? Now if you remember, Raymond Child was a Hong Kong film producer. He was responsible for successfully launching martial arts and the Hong Kong cinema onto the international stage. As the founder of Golden Harvest, remember, that's why he was at this bitch house to begin with, because he was going over the script for the movie Game of Death that was being produced by Golden Harvest Films. So this is why I brought this man to you. He produced some of the biggest stars of the martial arts film genre, including Bruce Lee, the most famous ones, Bruce Lee, and here's a young Jackie Chan right here. So he was included as well. This isn't just when somebody dies, it's not just one person that's involved. It's multiple people. Ooh-wee. The dragon entered the game of death. The dragon entered the game of death. It's almost like Jackie Chan replaced Bruce Lee, right? But once again, just to recap, right? He was going over the script. I already said that. Yeah, it ain't no point in going back over that. But yeah, that's why he was there, man. He was going over the script. And the next day, when she could not wake him up for a dinner appointment with Raymond Child, well, actually that same day, he was supposed to be meeting up with Raymond Child. That same day. Man, they all had a hand in this. They all had a hand in this. Game of death. Right? The game of death. Now, check this out then. Game of death equals 49. Aspirin. Once again, let's recap. The aspirin that put him in the game of death. The aspirin equals 49. The person he went up against in the game of death, Betty Ting, equals 49. Oh, would you look at that? Child equals 49. And Bruce equals 49. Right? Now, if we take, you see how we just synced Child and Bruce, right? Now watch this. The day that Bruce Lee died, July 20th, 1973, we multiply those properties. We just take 7 times 2 times 7 times 3. We get 294. Just like if you break down what would have been his next birthday, we get 294. Just like Chow equals 294 and Bruce equals 294 in English Sumerian. Now the game of death equals 212. Just like the game of death ended for Bruce Lee in Hong Kong, which also equals 212 in Jewish. Now, Raymond Child, this Master Roshi looking ass nigga, Raymond Child equals 139. 139 is the 34th prime number. Just like murder equals 34. Now what also equals 34? Lee Jun-fan, Bruce Lee's real name, his birth name, equals 34 as well. So any way you go about it, these folks is connected. There's no way around it. Right? Now this one is crazy right here. Now, Raymond Child's birthday was October 8th, 1972. Now, Bruce Lee died 9 months and 1 week later. Check this out right here. 9 months and 1 week, 91. Raymond Child's birthday that year was October 8th, 73, which was on 91 date numerology. Now check this out. Check this out right here. Check this fucking shit out right here. Everybody got their fucking day in Hollywood. Some niggas stay on this bitch longer than others. But everybody got their motherfucking day. Let me recap real quick before I blow y'all mind real quick. Bruce Lee died 9 months and 1 week after Raymond Child's birthday. Raymond Child's birthday that next year, the year that Bruce Lee died, was on 91 date numerology. Now check this fucking shit out. Now, did y'all know Raymond Child died at the age of 91 in Hong Kong, which equals 91? Everybody got their motherfucking day. It don't matter what age these niggas die at. They all die by the numbers. It ain't no way around it. It ain't no way around it. Everybody got their day. Come on, man. Now if we include the end date, from Bruce Lee's death day to Raymond Child's birthday, we get 81 days, just like the ritual that was complete. Ritual equals 81. What also equals 81? Remember those quotations? How they said it was deemed as death by misadventure. Death by misadventure equals 81. 81 is a perfect square. 9 is its square root. 9 is the number of completion. Yes. Kabbalah, they're summoning spirits to do these gematrias. Jackie Chan was in Enter the Dragon when he was 19 years old. Now Queen, remember Queen? Remember when they took Bruce Lee to Queen Elizabeth Hospital? Queen equaled 19. And Betty Teen was born on the 19th of February. See how it all circles back up? You see how they do all this? Everybody connected? You see how everybody connected? Yeah, Jackie Chan was Bruce Lee's replacement. Now here's another one. Here's another one for your brain. Raymond Child's birthday, October 8th, 1972. Bruce Lee died 9 months and 12 days later. Just like Betty Teen Pie equals 912 in English Sumerian. The woman he was last seen with, who gave him the lethal aspirin. Right? 912. But isn't it funny, right? 912. Isn't it funny that Bruce Lee died 2 months and 19 days before Raymond Child's birthday? 912. 912. 219. And wait a minute, are we not forgetting the bitch was born on 219? They playing with your fucking intelligence. They want you to think all this shit is a coincidence. That's what they want you to think. They want you to think all this shit is a coincidence. What's the odds of that? Nah, really, I want you to tell me. Somebody calculate these odds. But come on. Betty Teen, back to Betty Teen. Betty Teen Pie equals 62. Just like sacrifice equals 62. Queen, as in Queen Elizabeth Hospital that he was rushed to. Queen equals 62. Everything is a part of the ritual. Oh, nobody mentioned it. I'm glad nobody mentioned. Y'all didn't peep. I said pay attention to every single name that they tell you. I told you he was rushed to Queen Elizabeth Hospital. And you thought Queen Elizabeth wasn't gonna have nothing to do with this? You thought she wasn't gonna have nothing to do with this? Oh yeah, come on. Now Queen Elizabeth, she was born April 21st. If we take her birthday, the year Bruce Lee died, April 21st, if we take it to July 20th, the day Bruce Lee died, we get 2 months, 4 weeks, and 1 day, right? Unscramble that. What's her birthday? 421. 421, but that ain't even the point. That ain't even the point. 241, right? 241. Look at this bitch. She don't even look like a fucking human. But come on. 241. Just like how he died from cerebral edema equals 241. Now, if we break 241 down, we get the 53rd prime number. Just like how he died from that painkiller in Kowloon Tong, which equals 53 in full reduction. Like I said, they didn't take him to Queen Elizabeth Hospital for no reason. And what the fuck? Queen Elizabeth is British. Why the hell is it a hospital in Hong Kong with her name on it? That just goes to show you. That just goes to show you the pull that these motherfuckers really got. They say the British own Hong Kong before. Hong Kong and British has relationships. It's a reason why. It's a reason why they put him in this hospital. Look at this hoe. She just don't look like a real person. Man, I just see the reptilian inside of her. I just see it. Y'all see that? But April 21st, her birthday, left 254 days in the year. 254. Man, she just just like the painkiller equals 254 in Jewish. Yeah, how the fuck she alive? But Bruce Lee, the nigga with fucking 2% body fat, the most healthiest nigga on the earth, he died from a painkiller. But this bitch 152 years old and she's still roaming around this bitch. Come on. Look at these pictures. Why she be looking like that? Man, that bitch not a no human, bro. Look how she looking, bro. He was born on April 21st. Or if you write it backwards, 21/4, the 21st of April. 214. Just like how Bruce Lee died 21 weeks and 4 days after Betty Ting's birthday. Now, look at this bitch, man. Every picture, bro. Nigga said, Orochimaru. Bro, y'all silly as hell. But isn't it funny that Queen Elizabeth was born in the year 26 and Queen equals 26? Is that like a red flag? Is that like not a red flag, or is this all still a coincidence? She was born in the year 1926, and Queen equals 26. That's why the singer Queen Naija debuted at number 26 on the billboards of her debut album. Yeah, everybody on the world stage, everybody. Stop trying to disclude people. Stop trying to exclude people. Take people out of the equation. Everybody on the world stage. How the fuck the Queen was born in the year 26? Queen equal 26, and then Queen Naija debuts at number 26 on the charts. And remember when she sacrificed her bodyguard, right? This is the video that got me taken down, that got my video taken down off YouTube. When she made this sacrifice, she was 26 years old. Queen equals 26. And Queen is linked with sacrifice. Queen 73, sacrifice 73. Just like how Bruce Lee died in the year 73, right? With Queen, once again, equaling 73, because that was the hospital that he was in. Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Now, once again, this Golden Harvest film, this was the last film that he was working on. He was going over the script of the Golden Harvest film. We take Golden Harvest and Queen Elizabeth. We get the same synchronicities. It's like a harvest, like the word harvest. Really break down the word harvest. The word harvest is to take or kill. They put it like animals, for example, right? But human, they harvest the humans too, right? To take or kill for food, sport, or population control. That's the definition for harvest. And this was a golden harvest for Queen Elizabeth. Man, she probably ate that nigga body. I'm gonna just go in the deep end and say that. She probably drunk this nigga blood or something. I'm gonna go on a limb and just say that. Because the wordplay that they putting on this, nah, it's too much. I don't care if I sound crazy, bro. A golden harvest. They harvesting energy. They harvesting organs. Come on, man. They doing all this stuff, man. But come on. Right, remember now, 26. Queen 26. Queen, she made her sacrifice at the age of 26, right? Just like Queen equals 26. Now, isn't it interesting that Betty Ting Pie was 26 years old as well at the time of Bruce Lee's death? At the time of Bruce Lee's sacrifice? She was 26 years old as well. Come on now. Come on now. And he died in Hong Kong. Hong Kong equals 26. And remember, 26, the reflection of 62. 62 sacrifice equals 62. Betty Ting Pie equals 62. Nah, y'all remember the 47, right? Y'all remember the 47, right? Betty Pie. She was born in the year 47. Bruce Lee died on 47 date numerology with his real birth name Lee Jun Fan equaling 47 in reverse full reduction. Bruce Lee died 4 months and 7 days before his 33rd birthday. Bruce Lee's nickname was the Dragon. The Dragon equals 47. Now y'all check this bullshit out. Y'all check this bullshit out. Queen Elizabeth was 47 years old at the time of his death. At the time that he got transferred to her hospital. Man, she probably went there personally to the hospital. She probably drunk that nigga blood at the hospital. But come on. Even in publications, even in different articles. This is straight from an article. Even now, decades on, you type in like Bruce Lee, like conspiracies or something, it'll pop up. And they talk about like 6 different conspiracies surrounding Bruce Lee's death. And they say even now, decades on, tremendous controversy surrounds the death of Lee in much the same way. So they already making that connection to you. The same way as Princess Diana's shocking death led to many baseless conspiracy theories. It was the Queen who ordered her killed, or MI6 or the CIA. So too did Lee's untimely passing. So they put Bruce Lee and Princess Diana in the same conversation. And the Queen is the common denominator. The Queen was the most is the common denominator here. Right? Even Queen and Bruce Lee sync up in Jewish with the number 320. So I can conclude that this was in fact a blood sacrifice by the numbers. Right? And that's all we have for today. Oh yeah, his son was taken out by the numbers too. They said he died on. They said his son got shot on what is it? What's the thing? On the set. His son got shot on the set. They ain't even checked the bullets. You know, they just so happened that day they didn't check the bullets inside of the shotgun. It's supposed to be blanks in there. Man, they shoot that nigga, man, like Alec Baldwin. You know what I'm saying? Like on these specific days just lined up, you know, they just don't check the bullets that day. How was it real bullets in there? Who put the bullets in there? If it's a prop gun, it was never supposed to be real live bullets in there to begin with. So who put it in there? But yeah, I might dive in on that and see. You know, most likely it was by the numbers, probably connected to Bruce Lee's death. But yeah, that's all we got for today, though, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Bro, I just glanced at my kilobytes per second, and it was literally at 1973. My bit rate, it was at 1973. That's funny. But that's all we got for today, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.